Heidi, the last years have been very turbulent. We have seen so many disasters and catastrophes and stuff, but Let's Do It World is still going strong. How do you cope?
I think we are coping well. I think our network is actually growing. We have more participants, even in numbers what we cannot count, because currently we are just reporting by reports provided by our leaders, but it's in numbers, it's bigger. This years, we had actually our conference exactly 3 years back on the same port.
I remember that because I was here.
Exactly, I know. And then we talked as well. And then we had 3 times more participants.
Yes.
And I think the world have been changed since that a lot. We had a COVID, we have recessions, we have restrictions, we had pandemics, wars, you name it. And it does have a huge effect on any kind of environmental organizations. Yes. It does have huge effect to our network as well, of course. We have here currently, let's do Ukraine, let's do it Iran, let's do it Mozambique, countries who are facing some kind of conflicts or wars even.
And they are doing amazingly.
They are doing amazingly. And I have to say that somehow the Let's Do It world is not just about picking up the waste. We are not waste pickers in this sense that we are just cleaning up, but we want to have societal change. And it's really important that we engage in critical mass of the people. And I understand and I realize when I'm looking and following and working with all these countries as well, daily basis, I understand. We are also the movement who are bringing people together to change their minds. Building up our community, as Gunter Pauli just said, it is important. We can change the world for a community of Let's Do It world, locally, globally. And I think we have done it really, really well. And I'm really proud to see all these leaders here now.
Yeah. You said Let's Do It World doesn't want to be an organization who just picks up the garbage, but there are already examples how this concept has evolved, gathered the communities to work together. What examples can you give?
Well, we witnessed today 6 different kind of inspirational stories from the countries, and you can see that they are using the momentum of World Cleanup Day, which is engaging the masses, but also working on cross-sectoral level, bringing different kind of organizations together, and from that on creating different kind of green projects, startups, working with education system, definitely, with the youth and children. And I think this is really important in order to change the society, to give the concept why we are doing and how we can keep everything what we have created also for these cleanups and to hold it clean as well. What is needed for that? And as I'm saying, usually it's needed a will, a knowledge. I know why I'm doing this thing, how I can transform society. As Gunter Pauli said, everything which is impossible is actually possible when we decide to do it. And I think Let's Do It world leaders are phenomenal. They are all heroes because all they decided is a decision to be environmentalist. Yes. It is a decision to go out of the comfort zone, which is actually, Greta said that if you're out of the comfort zone, you can learn from your mistakes. You can adapt and investigate how you can make the change in your society. This is exactly what the leaders are doing. And I think it is our core. We change the people, we are changed leaders, and we do believe what we are doing.
And this cause has brought together so many people, and in that sense, maybe the difficult circumstances are in a way to see good in everything that is difficult and bad, a chance to new starts. Like Ukraine example, they used the group of World Cleanup Day to help with humanitarian aid.
Yeah, they built a lot of shelters, provide a lot of humanitarian aid, and gave it to 1.2 million people in Ukraine.
Using the same people that have come to the streets and picked up the trash before.
Exactly. They have quite a big team. She said that she have a small team. No, they have big team actually. And also now they have like a newcomers into this Let's Do It Ukraine team. All these young person from 14 up to 25 who lost their homes, maybe parents as well. And they are sort of like a new family for them. And it's also really important in order to build up the community and to make this change happen. So yes.
But actually there is a downside to being an environmentalist as well, especially when the circumstances are difficult. You of all people see like how all the leaders are coping, and actually you have actually dedicated one day of this conference to the mental health of like environmental leaders. What are the biggest challenges and how to better the situation?
Oh, there are so many challenges.
Yes, I see a bit.
But it's good not to make a list of the challenges and bad things, as Gunther Pauli again said. But I think what is coming to my mind is definitely burnout.
Yeah.
Because we are, at the end of the day, we are humans. And when you're working in the conditions of not knowing what happened. Uncertainty, exactly. Yeah. And you're working with so many people. And if I think about the leaders, and if they want to create a really huge social shift, they have to be inspiration. They are inspiring. They are on the front. They do have answers. They have to take risks. They have to work with the partners, seek the funds, engage volunteers, engage also the government, be key speakers, do to the press and media, and you name it and you name it and you name it.
Superhumans.
So it's superheroes, as I said. So they are working out of the comfort zone. Yeah. And if you are facing maybe, you know, you go to the cleanup and the next day it could be the same situation, then you might be asking yourself, how I can change the world and what is the impact of my work. Not just, it is not a question that how much people are involved, but what kind of, this kind of transformations or support from society or in legislational or framework of the waste, this kind of systems I do have. Because we have to, another thing is, beside the burnout is also that we have to have a support from different kind of societies, different kind of organizations. And as Carlos Serra from Mozambique said, and I know that in Africa, it's so important that you have this T-shirt. And they are wearing it even in the weddings.
Wow.
Yeah, because this T-shirt is famous, work cleanup T-shirt. But to give a T-shirt to the person who is going to the cleanup or any kind of activity, and it's giving a purpose and understandings what is behind of that. This is also community related thing, I think, and it's so important. So equipment is the third thing, funding, equipment, but really simple things sometimes. And we are missing this kind of support. So in COP27, in many big organizations, this kind of conferences, we talk, you know, it's a cliche. We have to do something. Okay, don't speak so much. Let's go to the cleanup. We are doing it each year. But come to support this kind of organizations like we are. There are a lot of different kind of environmental organizations. But then is a question, how to support civic society? What is a mechanism in a global level which is supporting it? Because in the end of the day, everybody gets tired. And as Gunther Pauli said, and this is so right, actually the situation is not getting better. So we have to create an understanding how to work at the governments, strong United Nations, and also how to create an alliance with different kind of NGOs, and to understand how we support each other in order to have the waste-free world as much as possible.
This is a very global level you are talking about, but Heidi, you personally, what are your tips to the other leaders, to the followers, when you feel burnout? And I'm sure you have felt burnout. It's impossible that you wouldn't.
I think what do you do? I think maybe I will be close to the burnout. I don't know. I'm not thinking about that. Sometimes I feel that I'm tired, but I have to say that working with so great humans, you give energy, but you receive an energy. You give inspiration, but you receive an inspiration. and it's feeding you up. I have done it 8 years, and I couldn't imagine any kind of work in my life which could be giving me so much of learning points about humanity and the world itself. And this is empowerment. I'm really empowered, actually. And I think the leaders who are in Let's Do It Well are empowered as well. That's why we're talking embodying unity in this conference. So it's giving us a synergy. And we have to keep this family together. This kind of moments giving me this kind of strength and belief. And but also I think it's really, really important that actually everything in the world starts from, we usually looking all the answers outside.
Yes.
Don't look at the outside. They are all inside. But from outside, we sometimes need some kind of kicker or something which is giving you an understanding. Okay, I know this answer. Okay, I'm being there. Oh, this interesting point. But you can find the answer inside. And maybe it's coming with maturity. Maybe it's coming with his work. I don't know.
And experience, too.
And experience, of course. Getting older, definitely. It is something which is also really interesting and triggering. And so I think it's not just outside, but it's getting stronger is actually inside.
You are an inspiration. Can't wait till the next year when we have this interview again. Thank you so much, Heidi, for your time.
Thank you so much, Heidi, for your interview.